Morning, everyone. My name is Eugene Nicandri. I'm chairman of the Economic Development Power Allocation Board. I'd like to welcome the other members of the board who are participating, Dennis Trainer and Andrew Silver. I'd also like to welcome Power Authority staff members who are participating by way of video conference call. This is a scheduled board meeting which has been duly noticed as required by the open meetings law of the state of New York. And I call the meeting to order under Article 3, Section 2 of the EdPAP bylaws. First item on the agenda is the adoption of the proposed agenda that's been circulated to the board members. I'd ask for a motion to adopt that unless there's any amendments to the proposed agenda.
So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next item is the approval of the minutes of the meeting of December 6, 2021. Those have likewise been circulated to the members. And then ask for a motion to approve the December 6, 2021 meeting minutes unless there's a motion to amend or correct.
So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded. All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Aye. Motion carries. Item 3 is the Recharge New York Power, new, extended, and modified allocations. And for that, I'd recognize Senior Vice President Keith Hayes for the presentation. Keith?
Morning, Mr. Chairman, board members, Trainer and Silver, and all in attendance today. Today, the board is requested to recommend that the trustees approve contract extensions for 14 allocations of Recharge New York Power to existing customers. Also approve modifications related to 3 existing Recharge New York allocations and/or related supplemental commitments, and award new allocations of Recharge New York large business retention, large business expansion, and small business and not-for-profit based power to 14 applicants. All applications were submitted through the state's consolidated funding application system. As in the past, new applications were evaluated on a competitive basis in consideration of the 12 criteria in the Recharge New York legislation. I won't read through each of the 12 criteria, but some of the key ones include job commitments, capital investment, and of course, an applicant's risk of closure or leaving the state if they are not awarded a Recharge New York power allocation. Applications for new R&Y power allocations have been considered where applicable under NYPA's Green Jobs Evaluation Incentive Plan and the Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion, also known as DEI Evaluation and Incentive Plan. Prior to today's recommendations, please note that 25 megawatts of Recharge New York Power remains available to allocate. Today's recommendations consist of the following: 14 extension allocations totaling 24.2 megawatts and supporting nearly 5,200 jobs. 3 modifications related to existing Recharge New York allocations, extensions, and/or related supplemental commitments. 3 new large business retention allocations totaling 0.9 megawatts and supporting the retention of nearly 500 jobs. 4 new large business expansion allocations totaling 7.8 megawatts and supporting the creation of nearly 1,400 new jobs. And 12 new small business and not-for-profit based allocations totaling 0.7 megawatts and supporting more than 260 jobs. If today's recommendations are approved, approximately 16 megawatts of Recharge New York Power will remain available to allocate. The awarded applicants will be offered Recharge New York contracts for a term of up to 7 years. The contract has provisions for the partial or complete withdrawal of an allocation if the recipient fails to maintain mutually agreed upon commitments relating to, amongst other things, employment, power utilization, and capital investment commitments. In summary, the board is being asked today to recommend that the trustees approve contract extensions for 14 allocations of Recharge New York Power to existing customers, approve modifications related to 3 existing Recharge New York allocations, extensions, and/or related supplemental commitments, and finally award 19 new Recharge New York large business retention, large business expansion, and small business and not-for-profit based allocations. This item is submitted for your approval. I'd be happy to answer any of your questions.
Dennis, Andy, any questions of Keith?
No, Your Honor.
Not, I'd ask for a motion to approve the recommendation found in the materials.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Transfer recharge program, Keith?
Yes, thank you, Judge. This item requests the board to approve the transfer of Recharge New York power allocations for 3 customers experiencing business changes necessitating such transfer. First, transfer of a 3,476 kilowatt RNY power allocation awarded to DB USA Core Corporation for use at its 60 Wall Street, New York facility to a facility located at 1 Columbus Circle, New York. The second is the transfer of 10,000 kW RNY power allocation awarded to Huon Real Estate Associates, LLC, for use at its 1701 North Street, Endicott, New York facilities to Phoenix Endicott Industrial Investors, LLC, which has assumed ownership of Huron's assets at the site. And last, transfer of 130 kW RNY power allocation awarded to Producto Corporation for use at its facility located at 2980 Turner Road, Jamestown, New York, to Juniper Ring Acquisitions, LLC, again, to address organizational changes. These items are submitted for your approval.
Anybody have any questions of Keith about these items?
No, Judge.
Okay, I'd ask for a motion to approve.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
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 Motion carries. Unless there's something else, Keith, the next meeting is Monday, May 23rd, 2022 at 9 a.m. The corporate secretary's office will contact them about the board members about availability. If no other questions of Keith, I would ask for a motion to adjourn the meeting.
So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded, all in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries, meeting is adjourned.